put up analysts and start the game?
Yeah, basically, if I don't see enough of that in chat, we don't start the game. And I think I've just hit that threshold for us to jump right into Nuke here with Anders and Moses.
Yeah, analysts stop talk, and casters start yell. Here we go, running right through into the squeak door. Vinny catching Rez as he's trying to get in, and oh no, they're all very confused. The rest of the push is happening towards the ramp room, and by the way, welcome to the stream. It's Furia versus NIP, and we're off to a really, really hot start here on Nuke.
God. No, this actually could work perfectly. Plopsky's found his way into the upper bomb site because they passed each other going down vents, so now he's found a foothold in this site. The whole team is rotated back from ramp room, and this is going to be a plan for NIP. What a weird way to find an entry into the bomb site. I like it.
This is so confusing. What a weird round. But we're on Nuke after all. Twist has got a kill, and Forrest will follow it up, and Plopsky as well to take down Quesarado. And Henny now with a really no chance. He's going to be taken out by Twist with a bit of a flank there, but even if not, then that was never going to be a good round for him.
When they watch the replay of that and how that all worked out and played out, they're going to be a little disappointed, a little bit upset about that.
Yeah, I have to assume, because they even get the kill randomly through the smoke, and then they're like, all right, well, you know, that ramp push didn't do much of anything. We've actually got a good position here.
The vent thing is one thing, right? Like missing each other and thinking he went down, and Plopsky's actually still above it and finds a way into the bomb site. But the fact that no one else was in the upper bomb site, that they just completely evacuated it, like ramp room hadn't even been taken. That's way too much of an over-rotation from Furia. And just a simple rush into the upper bomb site is going to net NIP the second round. Literally impossible for Furia to win this.
Yeah, no chance. I would say, I don't know, rushing A in a second round like this, that's a bit risky. Now, it works out fine, so now they, you know, it doesn't seem like it, but I have to say it for the, you know, new members of the audience who are thinking, yeah, we should try and do that in our games.
I think there's a lot of evidence out there. There's a lot of replays you could look at out there of teams who have tried to do that and have gotten stomped. Either way, as you said, NIP gonna be fine. Oh god, take it all back. It's not impossible.
I mean, it would have been. It's still kind of amazing if Art can keep this AK-47.
Oh god,
gets the headshot on Twist. That's such an expensive round. Plopsky will take him down, but still, I mean, that's just a last-minute rush onto the bomb site with USPs, and they get so much out of it.
And it happened again, just like on Train. NIP, a couple guns just dropped right at the end, and Art almost being able to keep one in his hands. They've got to be very cautious of that in this map. Investment from Furia into round 3. 2 AUGs, 3 M4s, going to be missing some utility, missing kits, missing head armor, but still, pretty strong buy. And again, just because of that late surge into the upper bomb site with those USPs, the money for NIP is not great, and that is something we'll have to keep track of, because remember, even in a loss on Train, it felt like Furia won the economic battle in that map.
Well, Forrest is just running hot into the vent. That was a perfect dive. Now, they definitely know that something is up, so surely someone's going to be called in to take a look. But while that's happening, there's a push at ramp occupying 2 people, and that's a really big issue. Plopsky, that's a nice flick from him with the AK. He was even late to that fight because he had to swap out from the grenade. Henny looking for Forrest. He'll find him, but maybe more so the other way around. And now it's a 5 versus 3. And a perfect start here to the third round for NIP.
Yeah, now Furia has to already start thinking of saving. There's no way they get back into this, especially without the nades, especially without the kit. The 3 of these guys just have to back off, and Quesarado's not going to be able to make it. Nice job from NIP. That felt like it was just a repeat of the pistol round, essentially.
Yeah, it really did.
Someone diving down vents, a couple players pressuring towards ramp room as well at the same exact time. This time they're able to make it work much cleaner.
I mean, the trouble, especially when you've got 2 people at vent, is who's then going to go look for Forrest? If you just and being that person anyway really sucks, right? Because you're just looking through those hallways and you see Henny in that position coming down the sort of the stairs. He's got a bunch of different angles to worry about. Vinny, no one's found him yet. Oh, he's got a lot of targets. He's going to get 2, looking for a third. That's, I mean, considering the circumstances, that's again NIP losing a lot of rifles after having won the round. Yeah, and that one I don't even think is necessarily their fault. That one is just a really nice play from Vinny. 3-0, and the tough part is that just keeps limiting the money. So NIP still, despite winning, struggling to have, you know, some kind of foundation for long-term success. All about the money. Isn't it always? Some people say that. Not you, though. Not me. I'm above all that. Okay. Lecro with an opening kill. That's onto the rifle from Vinny.
And they were trying to do a lobby crunch behind this M4. It's not working out, obviously.
It's not, and they did pick up the rifle, but unfortunately that's on Yuri, who has no armor, so it's going to be very hard for him to do much of anything. Rez will take down Cerrado in the trophy room, radio room. Now just Henny outside. He's been found as well. They know where he is, and they'll be able to get the kill on him. NIP surviving with all 5 rifles. That's much better news.
Yeah, that was way cleaner. This is a super aggressive start to Nuke. We've had some very fast-paced hits towards the upper bomb site, some very aggressive plays towards ramp room. We haven't even seen NIP go outside quite yet.
I would love it if they did the exact same opening now, where they blow up the door, they smoke for the vent rush, but then they actually have someone on silo running on top of Mini.
The mini drop?
Yeah, mini drop. Just same level of aggression, just with that little twist. That would be so much fun.
That'd be really cool. They're not doing that.
They're not doing that at all.
We'll actually take it back. Rez is blowing it open a little bit late. There's the smoke. They are going outside. They're not doing the mini drop, but I think the utility being thrown outside and actually a massive gap. Molotov put outside by Furia, so they're on top of things.
Oh, and there's a slight gap there, just showing a foot. Popsky, I don't think he's aware of it. Lekro wanted to try and see if he could fight that, and ends up going down.
I actually think that was a really cool play from Lekro. Maybe just a half second away from working as well. Yuri just spotted as he got back into cover. The timing on that. Art's going to give up his position. It seemed like he might have had Plopsky dead to rights, but Twist, he's found a position. Ooh!
That's a pretty good peek. I wasn't actually sure if he was going to be ready for it.
The unfortunate part about that kill is it puts Cerrado on notice that someone could be flanking up Heaven. If he doesn't get that kill, oddly enough, then Twist might be in a more powerful position where he can actually flank into Heaven and into that upper bomb site. And
you almost wish at this point that it was somebody else other than Twist who could go for it, because he has the only flashbang. So if they really want to go for it, they could at least set up a pop flash to flash the bomb site, but Twist is the one with the grenade, so yeah, Plopsky's going to show up. And I think if they put him in first, that makes a lot more sense. Let's see what they do. 30 seconds on the clock now. And NIP looking for the crunch if they can. There's going to be Plopsky going down. Twist now with a bit of a peek. He will take down Cerrado. Leaving on the bomb site still 2 players, and Yuri jumping off the box. That's going to be huge. Vinny will take him down just mid-air as well.
I think NIP is going to be really shocked and wondering why there's 3 defenders in that upper bomb site.
Yeah.
There was so much presence there for Furia. Nice rotation, understanding where the point of attack was going to come from and the possibilities. You had Henny downstairs with an AWP, all 3 M4s in the upper bomb site, no one looking at ramp. That is like the definition of a turtled up defense. 4-1. And again, the money for NIP is sketchy, but still, powerful buy in this round.
Yeah, and at least, I mean, if they hadn't had that previous round where everybody lived, this would have been so much more tricky for them, so good job at least. Plopsky pretty quick to end up outside. And Art actually pushing quite far forward towards the lobby, so they put some pressure on NIP, at least on Rez, who's alone in this position, which I'm usually not a big fan of, but so far he's not going to be attacked by anybody.
Blade wall set up. Yuri again in the same position. Henny also in the same position. And there's a little gap in that one. The shadow was seen, yeah, and Yuri, that's great reaction. Nice focus to even see that. And the rest of NIP risking the walk across in the follow-up. But now they have to deal with Henny.
They're just waiting again. Under a minute now. Twist and Forest slowly making their way down the stairs. Going to be a good flashbang. Henny falling back the long way, but he's going to get the Molotov out. That was potentially quite risky.
NIP going to try and change up as well. Put the pressure on Henny, force him deeper in. And actually, Rez, I mean, that pressure on Henny has actually forced the ramp player to drop down into that lower bomb site, so Rez has some space, but Yuri is doing such a good job. 8 bullets left in the magazine, and he's not able to complete the kill on Twist. But look at Rez. Rez can backstab everything in this upper bomb site. This might be the saving grace.
And they need it right now. There's only 20 seconds left. It's going to have to be very quick and very accurate. Cerrado, the first obstacle, and he does get the headshot. That's huge now. Down in the corner, Vinny running out of teammates inside of the bomb site, and 10 seconds here, and they're at least going to get the bomb plant down. Art and Henny, oh sorry, yeah, how did they get back in here? That is being very well guarded by Rez. Even if he's low on health, that's not going to be easy to do. You see the accuracy just absolutely gone, and Rez maybe overextending. They haven't won this round yet. You've got to be careful.
Body just twitch.
a bit unnerving, isn't it?
Surely they're not going for this. Art, 1 HP. Yeah, just back away. Just get off the ladder as well. That's risky. Nice round from NIP, and that is, I mean, you obviously, Furia felt a lot of pressure towards Henny, toward that lower bomb site. They thought for sure that that's where NIP was going to be committed because Rez just able to walk all the way through ramp room without being spotted. That's brutal. And now this is 2 rounds in a row, remember, too, where they found K-Serrado defending above Heaven from the same exact spot. You know, there was no one under, there was no one, you know, under ladder at all. There was no one in the locker room whatsoever. So NIP, if they're going to take outside control, that's got to be in their head that the next point of contact for the player who wants to wrap into Heaven is so deep into the bomb site that you can actually gain a lot of map control.
And that is amazing news for NIP. Getting that round, their economy was pretty low. It's still actually great. And Furia just going to, you know what, buy into this round, even with the MP9. And it's not such a bad buy, lacking a couple of grenades, but they should still be in a position to have a reasonable defense.
Tough part. I think one of the big things, though, as well, Henny hasn't gotten involved in any of these rounds.
Yeah, that's
0
a
and
good point.
4. And I can't even recall a single time I've seen this op actually fire a shot.
Yeah, I mean, he was flashed off the corner right down in the lower part of the map, and that was more or less it. That was his one chance so far to do something.
It's been Yuri outside as well taking contact. So they've at least shifted things now. Henny in ramp room going to be able to get a deep angle. That'll allow a bit more of a mobile and a possibility for some aggressive defense. He's going to drop down and go right back towards Secret, where he hasn't been able to get involved.
Let's see if Yuri can do this again, because he's waited a little bit too short of a time this time, but he's been pretty good at finding the gap in the smoke there just to try and take them out, which has been annoying for NIP. This time that doesn't really happen. Henny in a similar position. Could do something here. Plopsky not going to have a flashbang. In fact, almost no grenades left on NIP. He tries to bait out the shot. He's successful at doing that. And almost running into the grenade head on.
Oh, they're going to come right back to this upper hit. Plopsky doesn't even need to attack. He just needs to maintain presence outside. Vinny's got a lot to do again. You said he's answered the call with that smoke wall a number of times in the gap. Now on top of the hut, he can't get anything done. K-Serrado is traded immediately, and there's Plopsky coming back up from Secret. Yuri lost track of him, and again, poor Henny has seen players, had presence, and he could stop the plant. Art almost able to do it, but the bomb does go down.
That would have been the round 1, I think. There was almost no time left. If they could have got that, that would have been huge. Art with the double kill turning back for Lekro, but he'll be crouching into that fight. Lekro with a nice headshot, and that probably should cool things down a bit here. Henny with no kit and an AWP to try and go for the retake. I mean, I don't even blame him maybe for trying to take a peek in, but if he steps past this line, that's going to be, it's too dangerous to go into to the side. Not worth it with that AWP, and that's going to be a 6th round for NIP.
That's got to be so frustrating for Henny. You've got to feel for him, this op. Missing that shot as well. Missed the timing. Just going to survive with the weapon, but actually he's being hunted relatively. Plopsky does call it off as soon as he crosses the box, but 6-1. This is actually a pretty cool T-side from NIP. Some of the slow-paced rounds now, you can see them moving across the map and maneuvering very, very well.
12 seconds if he got that kill, just imagine what that does to the rest of NIP before the bomb goes down.
Yeah, everyone kind of panics. Everyone starts shifting, and the opportunity's there to capitalize on it for sure.
Yeah, I definitely think that would have been... I mean, how do you even get around that to try and get the bomb plant back again? That's going to be so hard. Regardless, a little bit of an investment into this round for Furia. Vinny goes down, but they do have some upgraded pistols, and obviously that saved AWP. They're giving over to Henny now. Yeah, NIP, I'm really liking when they slow it down, they're doing a good job. Plopsky seems keenly aware that someone could be there. And, ooh. Does he give it up? He will get the kill. So patiently waiting there for a long time.
All right, Henny, let's see what you got. Plopsky not yet turning the corner. And now Henny gets some safety in. Ooh, that's a big win from K-Serrado mid-range, but 1 versus 3 for Henny. They have no idea he's here. The bomb in lobby, he could actually find a way to isolate this. He can do this. First shot missed, and now the odds just drop dramatically. Holding him, pinning him down in towards Shadow. Another missed shot. And Lekro finishes him off through the corner of the wall.
That's a very uncharacteristic version of Henny that we're seeing right now, isn't it?
I think it would have to be 2 things, right? Obviously, a very slow start in this game, 0-5. Got to be frustrating that you've never been able to have an impact on any of the rounds and never really seeing action, and also maybe just being uncomfortable on Nuke.
Yeah, that could be the other thing for sure, but...
But you are right. It is... Henny's normally pretty reliable with the shot like that.
We just saw it on Train, right? Like, he was very, very good on that map. And that frustration almost, it's like a compounding effect, isn't it? When you start to miss shots, you think, oh, normally that's no problem at all, you know? He got baited out by that shoulder peek by Plopsky down there.
Yeah.
Like, there's a couple of things like that where it's going to be frustrating. All right. Blackrow even just taking him down to the wall. Nice
that turns
catch.
you on.
I love that. Always love a
Spam
good
porn.
wallbang. You know what?
We really haven't done enough to build that subreddit up.
No, there could definitely be more. I'll tell you what.
Okay.
In the squeak room that's on the T side before you blow up the squeak door, you can wall bang through the floor into the B bomb site, like right here where Plopsky is. Yeah, with an AWP, but still. All right, 7-1, and moving into the 9th round. Plopsky making sure no one's following him, and he's very quick down here. NIP again. This is a beautiful beginning to the second map. They won the first one, so this could be quick if it continues like this.
I think... Ooh, okay. Plopsky, I thought he might wrap behind Henny and go up secret and find him from a different angle, and I think Henny would have just quit the server if that had happened. Double op setup for this defense, and Art is actually pushed into Squeaky Door room. The action is all outside, so Henny, as you mentioned, we've seen some very uncharacteristic misses. He needs to deliver here. Rez, this is the easiest shot, but it's just a leg shot, and he can't even find that. Oh, frustration continues. Good find from Yuri again in mini. He's been stellar but traded, and now Plopsky's position is way more powerful, and Rez doesn't have the HP for that fight. Good job from K Serrato, but again, he's got an opponent on each side. Oh, and the peak, the timing is so awkward. Now the smoke as well to deny vision.
Wow, he only had like 11 bullets when he went for that peek at the corner. That's kind of scary, but are they going to be able to guess this right going up? That might be a little bit tricky.
Yeah, no one's here from Furia. This is a free bomb site. And Vinny and K Serrato just now realizing it.
How did they get back to this upper bomb site? They have a smoke on Vinny, and they have a kit on K Serrato, but NIP just finding a way to slip right through the defense and into the A bomb site.
They're literally living up to their name as ninjas right now with the way that they're moving across this map. Furia just never has a grasp on where they're going next.
And look at the line that Twist is holding here. You're never going to expect that that's where you need to take the fight. And he was even crossfired the other direction. So Vinny going for it, but he was not the one with the kit. That was K Serrato, so a 10-second defuse was never going to happen. Plopsky with a nice triple in this round and a beautiful early event dive. 8-1 in their favor.
This T-set, we had a conversation about Plopsky on Train. This T-set at the moment feels like Plopsky's kind of the engine. He's been the guy towards outside, towards secret a number of times, taking some of these fights, putting a lot of pressure on other parts of the map. He's 12-4 at the moment, leading the way for NIP, leading the way in the server. So really, really cool performance from him for NIP.
This is working out remarkably well.
Magnificently.
Oh, we say that, and K Serrato will at least get a kill on Plopsky, so slightly cursed maybe.
Definitely cursed. Used my powers for evil. 8-1 lead for NIP on the offense.
To be fair, if we had superpowers at all, then that's how they would be used, probably. You'd probably try and do some good every once in a while, but let's be honest, it'd
be for PR.
It'd get out of control pretty quickly.
Right. Also, wouldn't be wasting my superpowers on Counter-Strike.
No, not even in.
Probably not.
Not even for fun.
Ooh, flashbang misses the mark. That's a. I don't know how that range is with a max out. That's actually more damage than I thought it would do.
It's, you never know with the max. It could be doing nothing, or it could be straight headshots and just kill people.
I feel like I haven't seen the max 7 in quite some time.
No, it's really gone out of style. This is the range for it, though. Twist, no chance at all. And Art here in a good position. So weirdly, a round that normally wouldn't be working that well is the one that actually is just fantastic for Furia. Let Crow. Definitely could still do damage just in terms of getting kills, but he's going to be walking into the AWP. A flawless round out of Furia, out of nowhere.
It's got to be a head scratcher. If you're a Furia player, you're probably just like, how did we win that round? We can't win it when we have the M4s, when we have 2 AWPs. We win a round with 1 op, a shotgun, and 3 pistols. That'll be frustrating. Either way, it's going to help out in a massive way. That's going to give them essentially, not only that win, but it also gives them this round of a very strong weaponry where they get to upgrade a lot, and also a buffer for the next round. If they happen to lose this, then they have plenty of money to buy again. So that's actually a really cool swing for this defense to try and get back into the game. Here we go. NIP changing the pace one more time, going for a knockout punch, and Twist is going to start things off. That is a stellar second kill, and they know where Vinny is. Klopsky looking for it, and of course he's going to find it.
Man, everything about what Twist just did was beautiful. Art going to be sneaking in, but this time there's so much time on the clock that even getting that kill is not going to secure them. Molotov will buy a little bit more time, but they're waiting for him, and Klopsky will take him down. Nice attempt from Art. I mean, it's not really his fault. I've got to say, the second kill was obviously, that was so accurate, but Twist, you saw the way that he crouched into that position by the box, even on the first kill. He was so dialed into that fight. That was beautiful.
This is like a really, really well-called T-side from NIP.
It is.
Here's that buffer I just mentioned. Another investment from Furia. Pretty much all the money they have. And a timeout being called by the Ninjas. They haven't had to worry about it too much, and yeah.
What if your superpower was that you could slow time, and then you play Counter-Strike, and you could just show up in a tournament, and you know, just you have this impossible 1 versus 3. You've got people all around. You can do like the whole Matrix thing. You can like just line it all up, and everyone is like, "Wow,
he's the best player."
Yeah, of all time.
I feel like there's way cooler things you could do with that superpower.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying, you know,
yeah.
Just take a day off and go win a tournament or something, you know.
All right.
Just for your own hype.
So around the tournament winning, you're doing other cool things with the superpower.
Sure, you can do whatever you want. For good or bad, I'm saying.
Obviously bad.
That's mainly what I'm thinking. Just knowing you, Jason, I feel like that's where it ends up.
I feel like I would be easily corrupted with superpower. Like, I consider myself a good person overall, but with a superpower, I would lose it.
Losing track of it along the way.
Yeah, I would lose a plot very quickly.
Well, scoreline is 9-2 at the moment. Klopsky sneaking his way past, no one there to catch him this time. Quesarado going down early on, and Yuri, I think he wanted to try and come through that smoke. It's a good idea, but they are really getting caught every which way possible, it seems like. Vinny going down, half the kills in this round at the edge of a smoke or through a smoke, and Henny alone.
That happened quick.
It did.
That happened very quick. From the first kill to this point was fast.
Almost no reply at all in that round for Furia. And they had just, I mean, I guess they have still some sort of weird loss bonus building, but it's not enough, is it?
No, and another timeout being called by NIP. Why are they being dicks?
I like this. That's their superpower right now. Slowing down time and just,
and being an asshole.
Yeah.
It's just that's a superpower now. Cool.
Yeah. Why not?
I like it. Yeah, this is really scary. It feels like Furia doesn't even really have a hold on any ideas of what to adapt.
No, we're not. I mean, the one round that they won, or they just had the pistols, right? Is Quesarado with the AWP getting an early kill.
And then the shotgun and down in secret getting 2.
Yeah. But it's like, it's fine. I get that the round is going to be much easier if you get an early kill. That's fine, but...
The other round they won, remember, was where they stacked the other bomb site with 3 M4s late in the round.
Yeah.
And NIP happened to attack it.
But
like, never expected that third player. There's not really a whole lot that you can replicate of and even just in terms of just success, in terms of just finding a kill somewhere. Like, name one part of the map in which Furia, I guess the only point of success has been Yuri and Mini. That's the only positive you have to go off of. And now here's an adaptation, but it's just one player. It's just Art out here, all alone, and he's getting naded. They're just predicting it.
That's outrageous, yes. Even if he gets a kill, I mean, chances are they'll run him down. Now, he's trying to back off a little bit here, but you're right. There's no one here to... I'm surprised that he's even living through this, and he's going to get a kill on Necro. That's much better. But no, you're absolutely right. There hasn't really been many points of success here for them so far.
That's one good start. Now he comes up the vents. Rez in the hut. Again, here's this Mag 7. This is identical almost. There's the shotgun that now goes down, so now that idea is ruined. But an opening kill from the AWP might have given the opportunity that shotgun to be effective, but they noticed that Art rotated away from Secrets. They're just going to march downstairs. Great, beautiful entry kill from Twist. That's going to allow him to get a safe plant, and NIP control the map.
Yeah, and they have everything to work with right here. I mean, I almost feel like Fury have to go for it, even if it's such a low percentage retake. Just what else are you going to do here? It's going to be 11-2 otherwise, and you might as well try something. Twist, long range, perfect setup. I mean, Art is so low on health that if he turns this, surely he's dead immediately.
I think they're going to call it off now. That kill, that was the one. They wanted that flank to come in. The only other option they had, I think, was maybe allow Quesarado to lead and see if he can find an entry, but at some point that AWP needs to back away, especially because he's fully invested. I'm amazed that he's even sticking around this far, but he's going to be able to survive. He'll just back away when he sees nothing.
Yeah, they know. Man, this is a very, very rough game. Train looked like they had it, and I mean, obviously now the way that Nuke is going, they must be thinking about that a little bit at some point. Just, man, if we could have turned that in our favor, then at least we get the third map on Inferno. But now, that's looking very unlikely. 11-2 in favor of NIP.
Well then. That's surprising after the grinded out back and forth train that we had to start this series.
Yeah, I don't know. It's 16 kills on Plopsky, Twist on 14. They've both been just fantastic in this game.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's an absolutely phenomenal game if you're NIP adding these two newest players to the roster, and they're delivering for you here. 16 on Plopsky, 14 on Twist. Like, you're very pleased with your acquisitions in this map. There's another one, Twist with the Krieg.
Taking down Art. Yuri gonna mistime that grenade a little bit. The spray, which he's been very successful with, quite getting the kill, but the turnaround is all good. Taking down Rez. And now Plopsky running close with the Krieg. Really got to be very careful about that one. And sticking to the vent for such a long time. Actually, that's the bomb. Forest kind of giving it a little bit away here. They'll win one more fight, but a 2-on-3. And Furia with one of the best chances yet of winning maybe another round. And he, well aware, he's going to get traded. Plopsky now in a 1 versus 2. He's trying to see if he can get a quad kill to close this one out. And he's got a lot of time to play with, so let's see what he does.
He tries to go up ladder this early, though.
Yuri's low on health. I mean, he could get lucky.
The problem is, with the timing at the moment, Yuri knows that the only place that Plopsky can go that's not that lower bomb site is up that vent. So if Plopsky's patient, and at this point now Yuri has to start considering the fact that Plopsky could have walked all the way back towards Secret. Might not change the angle he's playing at, but the possibility is there. I don't think Plopsky's going to expect someone to be in the bomb site. Okay, Serato in the corner. And that is relieving some frustration. 11 rounds of frustration.
Yeah, 11. That's which is fine. I mean, that's kind of like you know, a bit
cathartic.
Of yeah, and it's like a tradition, isn't it? Almost, you know, you get that in there. A nice dive in the pool for the camera. Obviously, don't want to be diving in like irradiated water, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if that's the water that's keeping you know, the nuclear reactor cold, it's not probably the best place to go for a skinny dip.
I mean, I don't know for sure if it would be, you know, containing radiation, but I would just, you know,
avoid it in general.
Yeah, but
just as a general rule of thumb.
Although maybe that is how you get superpowers, so maybe.
It's a good point. That's what the comics have told me. It's always been something radioactive.
It's a very uncomfortable fight. I'm shocked that he gets the kill, and finally he's going to be going down. They've done a fair bit of damage here. I do like those aggressive plays by the red container. I mean, you think about what Glaive sometimes manages to do on Astralis. It's a lot of fun, but it's also sometimes a bit of a coin flip, isn't it? Yeah.
Yuri still waiting. I think he spotted maybe the hip of Lekro. And NIP is really infested everywhere outside, and Yuri just never had the information. And how are you even supposed to react?
Wow.
Forrest hitting that shot so quickly. And you can tell Forrest is feeling the confidence of an 11-3 lead. We saw him jump into the vents with the bomb in the previous round. Now he's just swinging out into the open. He's got such a massive lead that he's willing to just see what he can get. He's playing Gladiator, it feels.
Well,
at least in these past 2 rounds.
As much as I would love to see Forrest in a leather skirt with a sword and the shield, I still feel like it's too early for that kind of thing. You know, win the map first.
It's never too early for that kind of thing. Although I don't think they called them skirts. I imagine they had a different name.
They probably did. I could be wrong about that.
Sword would be cool, though. All right, here we go. To the lower bomb site, a pinch. And there's 2 players, K. Serato and Vinny, guarding the upper bomb site, which means Henny is all alone. The door is open. He might be able to get one. That's a nice peek. But now there's nowhere to go. He's just got to use this silo to perfection. And finally, Henny has a chance to deliver. Ooh, Lekro's going to go for the knife, and he's got it.
Knife. Oh, I think he just has the plan. But if they run for him, there's nothing he could do. He gets the bomb plant and immediately K. Serato on top. That was a very, very interesting attempt there for Lekro.
We didn't see the skirt, but there's the sword that you were looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair play.
They've got that working so far.
That's about all we, yeah. There's not a whole lot working for the Brazilians, though, is there?
No.
No, not at all. 11-4. We're going to head to a break, and we'll see if Furia can recover in the second half.
And we're back here, map number 2, the second half, and it's 11-4 in favor of NIP, which is such a fantastic start for them on Nuke, and they already won Train. Looking to take this away from Furia pretty quickly. I don't even know what to say. This has just been such a great first half. I mean, not just in terms of the raw kills that have come out for NIP, but really, I think just the way that they played tactically this T side was really beautiful.
And that's, I think, what more than anything that gives me like no faith that there can be a comeback happen. Like if you get outplayed that hard tactically across the map in terms of team-wide decision making, that just tells me that like this is not a comfortable map for you. Whatever game plan you had obviously didn't work. Now, if you're winning based off like some crazy individual stuff, obviously that can turn. Like a player can cool down in the second half. One of your players can heat up. Whatever it might be, you can have just one of those rounds where a player gets 4 kills and turns the tides. But strategically losing is painful.
Oh, they wanted to blow up the door. I guess they did, but Forest taking out Henny before they even get through. Now they will get the kill on Forest, and Rez unable to guess the right timing there. Twist, he's in position, and so is Lekro down there. It's going to be very hard to break this, although they did steal the USP, and they're successful in that. Grenade going to land in deep behind, and it blows up Quesarada before he can get the bomb plant. That is a nice grenade, but it still might not be enough here. Rez now in a 1 versus 2, and this time they will get that bomb plant.
Oh, and all the wide swings from NIP have been punished. That is a tough fight to win. I have no idea how he's done it, but he's still got a lot of work to do and only 18 HP with which to do it.
Oh, and if the window isn't blown up on this side, he can't really get in. Yeah, it's still a window, so that would make noise, opening the door as well. How do you do anything at this point? Almost just has to try and go for it. Breaks open the window, hoping for a quick peek, but not getting any. And the problem is Vinny could be anywhere at this point. Ooh, he's been spotted. At least that's a bit of a bonus. Now, taps the bomb once. He has to get this instant headshot. Rez running out of time. Oh my god!
He's got it.
He actually lands that headshot. A triple kill in a 1 versus 2 to win the pistol round. What a steal.
Oh, just let him have it. That's so cruel that he wins that. And obviously breaking up the window is unfortunate, but you could see, I mean, he knew it all along. He had to run and get that kit that was dropped onto the ground. What an incredible victory. That one right there. And this is where, like, it's hard to be so critical because the score is so far apart and you're probably feeling very frustrated. But again, another situation in a 2-on-1 where it's like, yeah, you feel like you have such a massive advantage when you're the terrorist in the vent, like watching that for that drop.
Yeah.
But like, why not just play with your teammate? Why not just play with the bomb?
Yeah, could have. I mean, you're right.
It's like I don't want to be like critical to a team that's getting battered in this fashion, but that is just the play that wins you the round no matter what happens. You know, if the two of you both play the bomb at the same time.
And you know that yourself, right? If like even afterwards you think about it, like, yeah, I know, but you know, I would have done the exact 100%. Same thing.
There's some voice in his head being like, don't take this fight. Yeah. You don't need to take this fight.
It's not.
Just back away, play the bomb, and he chose not to do it.
Man, that's a really rough round to lose. If they weren't already in a bad spot, then definitely are now. I think we had a disconnect happening on the Furia side, so I'm sure they'll bring him right back in. Maybe somebody did slam their keyboard too hard this time.
Yeah, maybe someone just kicked the PC or something.
Broke it in half.
Like Henry at the show match in Krakow. Just picked up the PC, throws it off the stage.
Yeah. He is a bit of a badass, isn't he, Henry? Up front.
Oh, you went with badass. Yeah. Yeah, badass. Yeah.
Listen, I love Henry. I would never say anything. Technical pause. No PCs being thrown, I gather.
I feel like we're missing opportunities for throwing PCs around.
Yeah, I don't know what are the sponsors going to think if we make that a thing. Maybe we could. Maybe we can
There'd be a lot of eyeballs on it.
Yeah, it would be.
As long as you have a big enough logo on the side of the PC, sponsors getting their exposure. They've got to be happy. We're getting our fun of watching someone throw a PC off the stage.
Sort of like a will it blend with, just with sponsor peripherals. It's possible.
Yeah.
Maybe we could get somebody like maybe we could try and break a laptop in half, just like a karate chop, like it's possible someone's gonna break a hand, but
I'm gonna get a new laptop soon. So when I get a new laptop,
we'll break the other one.
We can do that. I'll take my old one. It's got like a bunch of dead pixels in the middle of the screen.
Okay. And we'll see.
Which is unacceptable. Back to superpowers.
Yeah.
What's the worst superpower you could have?
The worst. I don't know. It's hard because they're superpowers, right? Like surely.
Yeah, but surely of all the things in the world,
I do feel like
someone's got to get the short end of like a superpower stick.
Honestly, I feel like let's say your power was something like
Jubilee. She shot fireworks from her hands.
Yeah.
Little, like, sparklers.
Yeah, that's not cool.
That's not a cool power.
Hardly a superpower. We have fireworks.
No, I'm sure there is, like, a world in which, you know, maybe as you develop the superpower, it can have some impact, be forceful, but, you know.
What about something like that sounds cool, but it could be potentially be, you know, really dangerous, like, let's say, walking through walls or teleportation, where it's actually like, what if you end up inside a wall? Like, what if you mess it up?
Okay, fair play. So now we're getting deep into like the theoretical side of how superpowers actually work.
Yeah, I'm just saying that there's potential downside there.
Right, you just lose an arm. It's just stuck in a wall
Yeah,
forever.
you just.
I wonder if that'd be painful.
You screw it up. Yeah, so I'm just saying that's at least a possibility. But
Back into the game.
yeah, if any of us do develop superpowers, we'll let you guys know along the way.
What is your least favorite superpower? Let us know at OnFireAnders, OnFireMoses on Twitter.
There we go. 12-4, and with a pretty shocking win in the pistol round there for Rez. That pretty much does take it all away for Furia, doesn't it? They got the bomb plant down, so they're going to invest into this round as much as they can.
They have to.
Yeah.
And actually, I mean, as we talk about frequently, these second rounds with those plants, the amount of Kriegs on the board is, they have the stronger buy for sure. Plopsky's going to have to give this up, and he knows it. Molotov out. Twist and Lekro came to rotate over towards ramp room, but Plopsky's got no backup. He's stuck in this corner now, and he probably feels a little nervous to actually back away from that because they could have the angle already. He does get away. A heavy rotation once the pressure was applied. 2 players downstairs, 2 players towards that bend. And an off angle here for Art to contend with on the Lekro. Molotov in his hand. He's not expecting that peek, but he still recovers. Gets the headshot. Rez inside the hut does a good job as well. And Henny must win this fight.
Ooh, a lot of spray coming up from PK Serrato, letting one pass to Plopsky there to go down, and this is looking very good at the moment. Forrest and Twist, and actually Forrest will get the kill on K Serrato, but the bomb should still be going down, and Twist obviously not seeing anything through that smoke, so he managed to make the crossing. These 2 Kriegs for Furia should be able to win this 2-on-2. They've lost a fair few of these already, but surely this one is going to go their way. Oh, that's a headshot from Twist taking down Yuri. You can't believe it. And now Henny in a 1 versus 2. They don't have a kit picked up, so they're going to have to move pretty quick to do this. But once they find out where he is, he's going to have to be pretty quick about it. Here's the kill on 1. Forrest on the other side. He wishes that he had that kit. Actually, that would put so much pressure on Henny. But yeah, I think they're probably out of time no matter what here. Forrest will win the fight, but he has to back on out. That's a real shame. Still, Furia will pick up the round, but just only barely.
Yeah, they lose everyone. They're going to have to rebuy into this. And the question for NIP now becomes, do you want to buy around this Krieg? 4 players beneath 2K. Do you actually want to go for it, or are you going to play with the lead? 12-5. So Furia's bought themselves a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. Just a little bit.
I was going to say. That's,
you can feel the breeze, maybe. Maybe not the light.
It's a little candle towards the end. It's a very, very long tunnel. It's
one of those crappy little birthday candles as well. It's going to go out quick.
Yeah, they need to keep this going for a very long time before we can even start to feel any kind of optimism. Ooh. There's Twist over with a kill on Yuri at least, but Art with a great return. And they did invest into the round.
Yeah, but the damage is there on Art. He's an easy cleanup for any of these weapons that NIP has brought out, and even the Krieg can be recovered. Plopsky moving deeper in towards ramp room. And Furia is going to back away from it. Looked like they were posturing. I don't know what they saw or what they heard or what the call might have been to force them away. I think possibly because Art outside has control. He can come in, wrap around towards Mini. But again, towards the upper bomb site we go.
CC on Rez. Peak timing is pretty good. He's going to get the kill, falling back down for the reload, and it takes quite a while, but he's going to get a chance to do it anyway. K Serrato will find his revenge, and Lekro on the one side with the Krieg, getting the 1 kill, continuing the spray, and actually Twist will take down Art, and they win the round. A triple for Twist, and NIP, no mercy here for Furia at all.
No, every time Furia gets any kind of advantage or gets to like have any kind of positivity, it's just ripped away from them immediately. This is so brutal.
What do you do at this point in time if you're Furia? I mean, it must be getting more and more difficult to try and summon up any kind of a feeling that there's going to be a turnaround, that it's going to happen. You've already had that conversation 3 or 4 times already, and been proven wrong every time.
I think once you lose that pistol round in that fashion, that's when the conversations stop. That's the one where you're like, yep, there is no hope. No hope at all. Rez with a shotgun inside hut. Another set piece towards this upper bomb site, which I mean, Rez is gonna be living the dream in a second here.
Yeah, you have to think this is what the auto shotgun was meant for. A bit far, Forest, before anything even happens. Gonna be taking down Henny, and I mean, they've thrown all the grenades to do this. Then they're kind of stuck. Oh, that grenade landing right on top of 2 of them.
Did Rez shoot the shotgun and everyone from Fury was just like, hell no?
Yeah.
Like, and they just bailed out. No one actually attacked once they heard the shotgun ring out. And this is what it looks like when no one has motivation in the game anymore. Just stopped cold.
It's the fear of the sound of it, isn't it?
Yeah. You can't even really blame them. Like, there's just no feeling of anything working out. Forrest just sitting in the open, waiting for people to peek into his crosshair. Yeah, this one's over, Anders. As if, I mean, that's a pretty big overstatement at this point.
It's been called.
Understatement.
We've officially ruled it out. Forrest with a quad kill, so getting a bit of action here. Yeah, I feel like it's over as well. I can't imagine any scenario. Like they look very lost on Nuke, and NIP look extremely comfortable.
I would be curious if it's like a lost on Nuke, or if it's just like there's just not any morale left in this team on this map.
Yeah, that could be.
It just feels like mentally they have just been beaten in so many different situations. They've tried so many different things. Even when they have the advantages, they're ripped away from them. The 2-on-2 with 2 Kriegs. Or excuse me, they won that one. But like, you know, the Res pistol round win, like nothing they do is working.
Trying to run down Popsky, and he stays alive long enough with Forrest and the backup to come in. And they're going to get shut down. Plopsky with a triple and a 15-5 lead for NIP. Man, they've stolen this this map away from them. No problem. Ninja'd it. Ninja'd the whole map.
That T side was just like 5 ninjas in the map. That was cool.
What's going on with this guy?
That's not an actual skin in the game, is it?
I feel like it's not.
Okay.
For some reason,
I wonder who that was.
Reminded me of like an actor that I feel like I know, but
right.
Maybe I'm wrong. Well, this is weird. There's Rez with the auto shotgun to take down Quesarado. 4-on-5 and Furia. Oh, Lecro so excited to be winning this game that he's just firing the gun early. Maybe a mistake here. Oh, he's still gonna get the kill on Art and looking for more. He takes down Henny, and that's the bomb as well. And Furia just without any hope at all for this particular game. Quite shocking considering how things were on Train, where they were looking so much better. A 3rd kill for Lecro. I think a little bit of a Yoo-hoo coming out there for NIP, and Rez will find the last kill. 16-5, and they take the series 2-0 over Furia, which is, again, quite impressive.
Yeah, not gonna